Thanks for joining us today on New England Living. I'm your host, Rachel Holt. Known around the South Shore and beyond for his handcrafted wooden signs, Paul Kukstis has carved a name for himself around Scituate Harbor. Up next, we join Breana Pitts in her hometown to meet the man behind the signs. Paul, we're here in beautiful Scituate Harbor at your shop. This place is magical with the garden here. Just tell me about your shop and how it got started.
It's just a dream, basically. It's a second career for me. When we moved down here, my wife got me a gift certificate to take carving classes at a shop that was down the street. That was my introduction to wood carving. I'd never had any kind of background in it at all. I just kind of fell in love with it and just haven't stopped.
So you take a class and from there you just, you fall in love with wood carving?
Just wood carving.
What do you love about it?
You get in the zone. You know, you could sit down and carve all day long and feel like an hour went by. It's not meditation, but it kind of clears your head. And I don't know, it's just got a cool feeling of working with wood, some natural product. There's a nice feel to it.
You carve a lot of different things here.
Yes,
I know one of the most popular things, though, are the quarter boards.
Yes.
There's a really cool New England history to those.
Yes, we like to think so. It's just New England, but it's probably not. You see these quarter boards, these long horizontal boards, reminiscent of signs you would see on sailing ships. You know, when there were shipwrecks years ago, people would scavenge the beach and take what they could, and they'd end up taking the name of the boat and hang it on their house, and, you know, that became a cool thing. And from that, it evolved into making them. It's a cool coastal tradition.
And you see it in a lot of communities on the South Shore, the North Shore, and it almost feels like it's like a sense of pride in a way.
Oh, without a doubt. Not only are they putting their family name on it, but they'll name the house.
You carve, in addition to the quarter boards, we see, fish, the eagle, these incredible whales.
Yes, whales are very popular.
Yeah, talk to us about that. Some of the whales that are hanging in your shop are just stunning.
Thank you. People like whales. I like to carve whales, so we have whales. It's a fun topic to carve. Most of my work, it's all commission-based, so whatever the client is looking for, I'll carve. They walk in, can you make this for me? Sure I can.
So there's a sign for everything, is what you're saying.
There's a sign for every occasion, you know.
And as we sit along Front Street here, you walk up and down Front Street and you see businesses and they have signs that you have carved for them. It's kind of unique. I know it catches my eye as I'm walking down the street.
A nice carved sign on your shop looks different than some mass-produced sheet of plastic, or painted sign or something. There's more to it, more detail, and it shows the shop owner is invested heavily in their business and they want to make a good impression. So, a nice sign is going to do that.
And I think some of the signs that you've done around town, for example, Lucky Finn, the coffee shop, is just over there.
Yep.
And I feel like those have almost become symbols around town. You see that, that is the coffee shop. It kind of creates this unique identity, I feel like, too.
They're attractive and distinctive. Not knowing the name of the shop, you recognize it by the sign.
How does it make you feel to walk around and see your work?
It feels really good. When people come in and ask about things that I've done, I just tell them, take a walk around the neighborhood, Front Street or out by the lighthouse. So much of my work is out there. It's a good feeling.
Something else really cool that you do is you've kind of given the gift of carving to other people. So you started doing classes.
I did. I started taking classes from somebody else, so I give back in that same fashion. And through the years, I've taught hundreds of people how to carve. No experience at all to advanced carvers, help them along the way. So the people come in once a week for a couple hours, 2.5 hours, and hang out and carve. It's pretty cool.
All right, so Paul, you don't just have signs here in Scituate or on the South Shore.
No.
All over the world.
Scituate is a pretty popular town. I get a lot of visitors, and people get a feel for the area. They see these signs, they see where they're made. We get visitors from all over the country, obviously, all over the world. So I do have work spread all over the place, shipping stuff all the time, yeah.
And something else that's kind of fun that you do is you don't just carve this stuff, you also paint it, which I imagine is kind of a really fun part of it.
Fun, yeah, challenging. if you don't have a steady hand. Painting is half the job, really. Painting or gilding. So I'm going to add gold leaf to the project. It's not just a simple sign or piece of art. There's work involved in it.
So every piece you do is going to be a little bit unique, a little different, in a world of things that are mass-produced.
That's part of the attraction, I think, of getting something that's hand-carved. It's handmade, it's got a little different look to it than the machine-made one.
It's like the perfection in the imperfections.
Exactly.
You know?
They're all going to be one of a kind. As an example, I've got a client, there's 3 of them here, I've got a half dozen whales I have to make for him, and he wants them all to look the same. I'm hand carving these, they're not going to be exact identicals. If they were machine made, you could bang out 100 of them, they'd all be identical, and they'd look kind of boring.
Well, as you mentioned, it's therapeutic and relaxing for you. And
yeah, you're taking something that was growing. This is part of a tree, right? There's life to that. You can feel it. I mean, once you get into it, just like I say, time just goes away.
There's almost something special about kind of knowing that when you get something that's hand carved, that's one of a kind. There is nothing else like it.
That's true. That's true. That's what sells it, I guess. I mean, people appreciate it, the fact that they've got something that's unique, and that's what we try and deliver.